we are today. We've got the 2012 Victory Hardball, the newest cruiser out from Victory. It's a little bit of a combination between the Highball and its Crossroads touring models. Like the Highball, it's got the big ape hangers on it. Very cool if you like that type of style. It's not for everybody. We'll get into that a little bit later. It is a little bit difficult, even for a person of my size or larger, as far as doing slower parking lot maneuvers. When you got to start bending bars like this, at slower speeds, it becomes a little bit more wobbly. Now, these bars are adjustable. I have not actually adjusted it themselves, but for the person that might want to do it, you should know going into it, it's not quite as simple as it may seem. You do bring the bars down, but after you bring the bars down, you have to adjust your switch gear, your mirrors, and controls up here to better suit, the position where it's at now. Another attribute this bike has is cruise control up here, and it's not, it's more kind of an attachment on the bottom of the switch gear. It's not molded into the actual piece, and from your hand position on the bar, it's a little bit difficult. You can hit the set button pretty easily, but the rest of them, decel, resume, XL, even the on-off switch are kind of over here. And if you're holding a constant throttle, it was a little bit hard to to operate. So on the back of the Hardball, it's got the same hard saddlebags as the Cross Country. 21 gallons worth of storage space. Locking, little button, they pop open. You can get a lot of stuff in there, but what I found you can't get into there is even a full open-faced helmet. It doesn't fit width-wise, and that's, I think, a huge design flaw. I mean, you've got these bags on here, you got storage. There's no other helmet locks on the motorcycle, but yet I can't get my helmet into the saddlebag. Victory needs to change that. Okay, so like the Victory Highball, the Hardball has spoked wheels, nicely blacked out, of course, like the rest of its paint job. Unlike the Highball, it has a really short fender. The Hardball's got the big ballast fender, more like the Crossroads. It does come with anti-lock brakes. Suspension on the Hardball, fantastic. You got 4+ inches of suspension travel, and I think that's even holds greater importance because of the handlebar setup that the Hardball has. It's easier to say get a little bit out of control, and having more suspension travel allows a motorcyclist to maintain control in maybe a sticky situation. Riding around, coming down the freeway, around town with the potholes. I never felt like this bike was wasn't able to soak up those road imperfections, and I commend Victory for putting this type of suspension on the Hardball. Okay, so the MSRP of the 2012 Hardball, $19,000. Same price as the Cross Country model, $19,000. The thing is, it's practically the same bike. It's got ABS, same drivetrain, same hard bags. What the Hardball doesn't have is the big touring fairing of the Cross Country. The Cross Country inside that touring fairing has speakers and an MP3 player. This doesn't have that. So being that it's the same price, it's actually a little confusing. I mean, you've got the Crossroads model that retails at 16 grand, and that price may seem a little bit more appropriate for what this bike has to offer. Paint job on this, very subtle, very cool. In the time that I've had it, I've had a lot of people come over and just really like the way the bike looks. One person in particular say, without all the chrome and the flashy paint job, it actually allows the styling of the bike to be seen better. And I have to agree with them. I mean, it does a good job. The one drawback is because of the matte black, it doesn't have a clear coat over the paint, so it's a lot easier to scratch this paint. Even up here, this model did have a windscreen put on it at one time, and you can see around the bolt holes where just taking the bolts in and out of that windscreen, scratch the paint. So you got to be careful with this when it comes to its paint job. But other than that, a good bike to have. And if you want to know some more details about it, make sure to read the story. We'll be a lot more comprehensive there.